Say hi to old Blue. Had to take old Blue into town today because Clifford's crying. Let's see if you guys can. I'm moving real slow today. See if you guys can take a guess at what's wrong with Clifford. Is that enough of a hint? Should be. And it's not your regular old ordinary run-of-the-mill radiator either. Of course, when it's not run-of-the-mill, it's going to cost you more. This is the radiator with the oil cooler integrated into it, as well as there's the, come on lid, stay up. There's the transmission cooler ports there. And over here, we have the oil cooler ports. So, of course, you got to pay extra for that. And there's two different sizes. There's a 28 inch and a 34 inch. Sorry, I'm closing the box back up. This one is the 28 inch variety. And I'll grab my trusty little light here and I'll show you guys where the issue's at. Just discovered it the other day. You can see right here, there's my oil cooling lines here, and then the other one down lower down there. But right below this upper oil cooler line, just below that sticker, that rib right below that sticker, when there's pressure in the tank, it's split right there, and you can see how moist, I hate that word. You can see that it's wet. Let me get the light in a good spot for you guys to see. You guys probably see it just fine, it's just me. But at any rate, so the radiator's got to come out. Poor Clifford. That won't get done today, but I decided I'd go get everything for it. What is going on? Well, my left hip, I injured it back in 1996. I dislocated it. And I'd say I've had a good run of luck with it, being able to make it 22 years without having any further issues with it. But it has decided to start acting up, and it's popping out of socket. Not sure what the cause is, but whatever the cause is, you guys are watching me pack old Blue up so that I can mosey on into the house. Anyway, my left hip has decided it's going to start popping out of socket at random times, usually inconvenient random times. And that's why I'm moving slow and purposefully, to make sure that I'm putting my best foot forward. And grab my pops. I think I'll just shove those in my pockets. Everything decided to break down on me. Not old Blue, of course, but Clifford, and then Ugly Alice decided to puke out all of its gas. Just at random. I've never had a fuel leak from Ugly Alice before, but we can see evidence of it down there. So, and I never shut the fuel line off on it. Well, now, yeah, I went ahead and shut the fuel line off. Let's get the tailgate closed. And we'll get this tailgate closed so I can shut the garage door. And I just went and got groceries. I don't know why I have an X on here. I'm gonna push it. There we go. I must have hit something. My cold, it's decided it's gonna hang on. It's not bad, it's just aggravating. So I'm hoping that tomorrow the weather forecast is actually supposed to put the temperature up near 60. That would be 60. That would be 60 plus degrees from just a couple of days ago. So I guess I'll round this one out right here. Not much else is going to happen. I just want to show you guys that Ugly Alice has its or not Ugly Alice, but, well, yeah, Ugly Alice, but Clifford decided it was going to blow the radiator out. Not too bad. It started out at $128 for the, I suppose I can turn the camera around here for you. There you go. I know I look wonderful, don't I? It's been a miserable beginning to the year. Not complaining. I wake up every day, not complaining at all. But took Clifford out. We had one day where it was clear, and Old Blue wouldn't start because it was so cold. Well, with Clifford being in the garage, I knew it would start. And I don't remember where I went. Yeah, I do. I went to the doctor's again, so I can wait on that new bill, and that bill's going to end up being my deductible. So buying that Goldwing was probably a dumb idea at this point. But anyway, short story long, I came out from the doctor's office and noticed a couple of little puddles underneath the front bumper. I thought, well, that's weird. Let me take a look. So I opened up the hood, and lo and behold, I saw that crack in the radiator. As nice a condition as Clifford is in, I did not want to introduce any stop leak or anything like that. I just wanted to nip it right in the bud and go ahead and get the new radiator. But anyway, I think I started to say it was $128 for the radiator, and then I was $15 a gallon for the antifreeze, and then 87 cents a piece for the 2 bottles of distilled water. Make sure if you're doing anything with the radiator that you get the distilled water. It takes all the minerals out of it so that you don't wind up with mineral buildup in your cooling systems. So $128. With my military discount, it wound up being just $110. So it's $18 that I saved just from being in the military. So kudos to O'Reilly's. They've revamped their veterans discounts. It used to be just 3%. They're doing just a little bit better now. So kudos, guys. Thank you very much for that. I frequent my O'Reilly's because I've gotten to know all the guys there, and I walk in, they say, "Is it for Clifford or Old Blue?" Every time. Unless they see the Jeep pull up out there, then they're like, "What's Calamity need?" It's that kind of place, which is nice. But Bill helped me, and I went in just the other day, and that's when he told me there were 2 different sizes of radiators, a 28¼ inch and a 34-inch core. Not the tanks, just the core was that size. So since I didn't know, I had to come back and measure it, and that was yesterday. And I went back today and went ahead and picked it up today, and stopped at Max and got me some biscuits and gravy this morning. Talked to the owner. Talked to some of the old farts that sit around out there. It's kind of the local neighborhood hangout, that and the retro diner. But this is just a babbling video, obviously, guys. If you don't like hearing the babbling and knowing what's going on, just, you could have stopped watching it back when I got done showing you the radiator. Suppose I could have told you that then, huh? But I hope everybody's having a good New Year so far. I mean, I might be doing a little bit of complaining because of aches and pains and feeling like crap. But like I say, I wake up every morning, and that's a blessing in and of itself, right, guys? All right. I'm going to put what little groceries I grabbed real quick away. I also picked up, I needed a bubble envelope, bubble pack, for my buddy Brian Spray, who needed a center cap for an Alice B210. So this would be the same cap. It would just have the Alice Chalmers in it. So I've got to get that packaged up and get that out to him. So Brian, buddy, it'll be on its way soon. I was going to get a package out to my friend Bruce Pender up in Canada. That didn't happen. What you doing? But it's okay because it's going to give me more time to find some other goodies to throw in there, because when I send goodie boxes, I like them to be packed. I'm going to round it out and end this. I'm still looking to get the wall covered with license plates, so if any of you guys have any spare license plates laying around, I don't care if it's states that I've already got, doesn't matter to me. I just want to get that wall covered from you guys. Feel free to send me the plates. I have a P.O. box. The address is Zippo, Varga, P.O. Box 2323, Muncie, Indiana 47307. And please include a note. I really like the notes. That's it. That's all I got. That's the short and skinny of it. That's what's going on here right now. Hoping for a better day tomorrow. Cold isn't as bad as it was, but it's not great yet. So hopefully tomorrow I'll be able to get out to the shop. I did go get kerosene yesterday, so I'm set in that respect. Plus I got plenty of dry wood to throw in the wood stove, so I'll be nice and toasty out there. And we'll get to work some more on the 7116. What do you think of that? Finally, the quickway loader. We're going to attempt to go ahead and get it running and run the bucket through its motions, see which one of the hoses are bad and leaking. See if we can attend to that. We also have to do the front steering. I know I said I was leaving. I've got to do the steering bearings, the poor man's power steering on it, and just generally go through it. I've got to rewire it so that it shuts off with the key switch instead of a non-existent shut off. And also, when you crank the engine over, there's a wire that's not heavy enough gauge, and the wire smokes under load, smokes the insulation off under load, so we need to attend to that. So we've got that to look forward to, and just a few other little piddly things on there to look at and to take care of. But Sean, hopefully tomorrow we'll have part 2 on the 7116 quickway build. And we may go ahead and reroute the fuel line real quick on the 7118, get that ready, and get the roller bar off of the other deck and get that slapped onto the new deck, so that you said you wanted to come out and grab that out of my way. If you want to, you can come grab the one out of the way if I get that done tomorrow, which I will do my very best to try to get done tomorrow. So that's it. I will catch you guys on the next one. Give me a big thumbs up, please. Zippo later. I'm out of here.